I want to introduce Vince Pitstick. He actually does this radio with me. For those of you, I don't know if there's anyone here who's not heard me on the radio. I'm on every other Sunday night from 8 to 9, and we talk about alternative holistic health. This is the year of you, and what we did was we made a list of the seminars that we're going to be providing for 2014, and we've actually listed them for you in the month. The date is to be determined, but just wanted to let you know in advance so that if there is an area that you find that you are interested in, that you may want to go ahead and sign up for in advance, or if you want to look at your calendar and make sure you're available in that month and what kind of flexibility. I know vacations in summer make it a bit hard. The other issue is that if you have places that you go and you frequent and you want some of these to put up on a bulletin board, I'm more than happy to give it to you to put it up. It does have our name and address on the bottom. You're more than welcome to bring guests. This isn't just for patients. If you want to bring daughters, sisters, husbands, brothers, aunts, or uncles, you're more than welcome to bring anyone that you would like. So with that being said, we decided to begin this year with vitality and rejuvenation. It's an area that we're all ready to want to make some changes in our lifestyle. We want to be educated on how to be well, and then learn ways on how we can clean up our ability to rejuvenate so that we remain strong and healthy. So with no further ado, I am going to let good old Vince take over and let him do his presentation. If you have any questions, certainly I would probably wait till the end of his presentation. And no further ado, Vince, it's yours.
Thank you. How's everybody doing this evening? Good, good. Thank you for coming. Again, my name is Vince Pitstick. I am a nutritionist, personal trainer, and by day my main trade is I'm a functional medicine consultant. What the heck does that mean? In today's current westernized medicine and the standard practices, in the educational institutions that bring about the medicine that you understand when you go to a primary care doctor, they are not educated in how to use nutrition, holistic medicine, along with functional or allopathic protocols, which would be like standard scripts, medications, procedures, things like that. So my job is to teach them how to do that. So I work with practitioners all the way from Lima, Ohio to Lexington, Kentucky, and I bring information and research that's brought from other parts of the world because predominantly most functional medicine is done outside of the United States, and then bring it to them so then they can use that in order to treat patients. Okay? So tonight we're going to be talking about a really interesting topic, and we're going to be talking about a lot of things inside a big picture. Typically when someone does a seminar and we're talking about the year of you, typically you're going to hear about either like one thing, like weight loss, or you're going to hear about, I don't know, digestive health, or young and vibrant, or anything like that. But in reality, what big picture here is we want to get people healthy, we want them to look and feel well, and we want to accomplish that all in kind of one program if we can. And through my years of research and working with some of the biggest doctors in this field, and many of you may know like Dr. Mark Hyman, Blood Sugar Solution, bestseller, Jeffrey Bland, Mark Houston, these are very big names in natural medicine, and I've had the opportunity to work next to beside them. And getting healthy and also losing weight or all the other, fatigue, vitality, all those things can be done together. They are not separate issues because the root of the problem is the same. If you want to cut some branches off a tree, or if you just don't like the tree, take it out from the root. Okay? Before I go any further, I just want to thank Cincinnati Rehabilitation Center, Dr. Bender, the other doctors that are affiliated with this evening. It's not often that practices take the time to educate their patients, because it's in the education that you will get empowered to really know and make educated decisions. Too much in our standard medical system, we're told what to do, but we're not explained why. And it's done on purpose. Because they don't want to give you options. They want you to take the straight way. And unfortunately, the straight way is not the best kind of care. And so when you have practices, when you have practitioners that are willing to take the time to educate you, support those practices. I am dead serious. They are a dying breed, especially as we're moving into, even though weight loss and these topics, they're getting popular. Getting down to the truth, the root, and the origin, and educating patients is actually something that's not done very often. So I just want to give the practice and Dr. Bender a round of applause for me real quick. Thank you, thank you. Again, we're going to be doing a roundhouse of these because I believe that if I educate you with the information, that you can make the right decisions for yourself. And that's what we're going to do today. So we're talking about a big picture here. And energy and vitality, and through that, we're really going to talk about the root of most disease, and how you can accomplish the goals that you want, but also make sure that your health outcomes in 30 years are really good. Let me give you an example. You could take some type of weight loss supplement and lose weight today, but that would make you unhealthier 30 years later because the way you did it hurt your body. That should not be a trait. So we're going to talk about how that all comes together. Let me get into the presentation a little bit. This seminar is a review of Joseph Lamb, MD. Again, another big cardiologist in the name of functional medicine. And also, he wrote the book for Detoxification, the Future of Weight Loss, which is the research by Metagenics, one of the companies that I work with, and many other health organizations, such as the NIH, CDC, and the FDA. Again, the NIH being the National Institute of Health, CDC, Center for Disease Control, and the FDA is Food and Drug Association. The reason I say that is I hate when people give initials and don't explain what it is. You're going to hear that a lot. All right. So, next, much of the scientific studies, the diet, the programs that we're going to talk about are an outline in a new book that was just released actually by Mark Hyman. He was on CBS last night talking about the 10-day detox diet. Okay, so this is well researched. This is not, there are parts of holistic medicine that are not as researched. This stuff we're going to talk about tonight is concrete. Can everybody see this okay? I'm concerned about the positioning. Okay. So we're going to review weight in America, because if we look at weight, you can look at a lot of the root of disease and its patterning. The key to weight loss success, to be honest with you, who's seen America's, or it's Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition? Extreme Home Makeover, anyone? No? Mm-hmm. You know, they've done the houses and then they did the weight loss. Mm-hmm. Okay? That's how Jillian Michaels got really, really big. But now, okay. I used to kind of do that in a smaller capacity. It was an outreach program from a medical center and a gym that I worked with. And I would start with people in excess of 600 pounds in their home. Okay? Walking them down this path and getting them out of where they were. And we're going to talk about how even somebody that's 600 pounds overweight versus somebody that's even 20 pounds overweight or 100 pounds overweight has a similarity in mind. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I apologize, the screen is probably going to keep flickering like that. I'm not sure. So, big picture, truth time, all right? The first thing I want you guys to do is you've got a sheet of paper, and you can write on the back or you can do whatever. I want you to write mental motivation at the top of it. I've been a public speaker for roughly 10 years, and I can tell you that if you don't make an emotional connection to this presentation, you will not remember the information provided. It's simple. You take a symbol, you create an emotional connection, you will remember the symbol or the thing attached to that symbol. All right, I want you to help remember and connect with some of the information up here. So how many people are here about detox or toxicity? Anybody? Okay. How many people are here about weight loss? Anybody? Okay. I want you to think now, you said that, but why are you really here? And I say that to people and they go, well, what are you talking about? It's not that you want to not be toxic per se. It's not that you want to lose weight, because the pounds on the scale or knowing that you're not toxic doesn't mean anything. Okay, that's a bumper sticker. What it really is there's something inside of that you want, that is connection. Many times in weight loss, it's social confidence, fear of death, having a better relationship with their family because they feel very sick. They're not active, okay? So inside, I want you to think about 3 reasons that if you were to learn about these topics, why you really want to know about them. Go ahead and write down some of those right now. And you don't have to share them with anybody. You may want to share it with one of the doctors afterward, because that might be something we want to continue to work on. That's awful. All right, I'm going to keep going. So, issue number 1. Chances of successfully achieving and keeping off weight alone are slim to none. How do we know this? Well, we take a look at the statistics. This is from June 2007, ABC News. 95% of all dieters gain back to weight. 95%. Now, why is that? Why is that? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about solutions, real solutions. 2, very few people ever actually even complete a wellness goal. You set a goal for yourself. I want to be healthier. I want to eat better. I want to run again. I want to go to the gym. Okay? Very few actually even complete that. How do we know? Well, let's take a look at our New Year's resolutions. This is 2012. Look at the number 1. Lose weight, get organized, spend less, save more, enjoy life to the fullest, staying fit and healthy, learn something exciting. In this program we're going to talk about today, you could literally knock out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those things. You could have 5 New Year's resolutions and actually complete them. But out of all this, how many people were successful? Well, the interesting thing is, you're not going to see this as well, but 45% of the United States, which I believe there's 317 million people in the United States. That's a rough estimate, and it's close. Okay, what is 50% of that? That's roughly about 160. It's rough math, it's not the point. So 160 million people. 160 million people tried to do a New Year's resolution. Of that 160 million, 38 of them try to lose weight, 38% of that. So we think roughly 50% of that's 80. So you're looking at about 65 million people trying to lose weight in the same time frame, okay? Right? 65 million. Of that 65 million, how many actually completed the goal? When we come back to the top, percent of people who are successful in achieving their resolution, 8%. Let alone getting somewhere, but keeping it there. Do you see the numbers are very, very small? It's an important point. And again, majority of supplement and weight loss programs are either falsely advertised, not medically tested, and or use unhealthy means to achieve hyped up results. Question, if you've ever lost weight in the past, or you've tried to get healthy, or you've done something for yourself that looked like it was healthy, did you feel healthier? Majority of things would say no. I have seen in this business a lot of people lose a lot of weight and actually were unhealthier for it. I've seen people age very aggressively when they lose weight. Say, you probably should put that weight back on. Your life would probably be better for it in the long run. So, why is this? There's another reason for this. There's some supplement and weight loss industry. Do you know who primarily owns that? The food industry. So the same industry that's making you gain the weight and that's making you sick is the same industry that's selling you a solution. Mm-hmm. So that's just like you going to McDonald's every day, getting a cheeseburger, you go to the doctor